Hi, thanks for joining me. I am super excited to share with you this tutorial on two-tone foiling using Gina K Design products and Thermoweb products. I think this turned out really fun and it's super simple. Okay, before we get started, I wanted to show you the products I use by Gina K. I use this Island Dream cardstock in the pink and the turquoise. This is my card base, cut at 5.5 by 4 1/4. I also used a smaller piece with a die. I used 120-pound white premium card stock cut in half, folded in half. This is a super nice 120-pound card stock. It's just really nice weight for a card base. I use the iCraft peel and stick toner sheets, just a small piece. Next up, I use this vintage pattern paper from the Gina K Foil Mates, and this one's called Elegant Florals. And I just used a small piece from there. I cut this sentiment with the Gina K Foil Mates. This one's called True Friend. And I cut it into the circle design using the Gina K circle stitch dies. This is the large set. And I also cut the turquoise paper from the larger of the 3 dies. Next, I use the Gina K satin ribbon in white. And I used 2 of the foils, the Passionate Pink and the Turquoise Sea, also by Gina K. I just used 1 sheet of each. And then I use the Thermoweb foam squares and the Thermoweb tape runner. Okay, the first thing you want to do is preheat your laminator. Make sure it's heated for at least 15 minutes before you try to run anything through it. This is a Scotch laminator, and I'll have all the products used in the video linked in the description below. So the first thing we're going to do is put our floral piece in with our turquoise foil pretty side up. We're going to place it inside the transfer sheet, which is included in each package of foil, and we're going to run it through the laminator. Now is the fun part. You get to peel this up, and this is such a pretty piece. Now you could absolutely put this piece aside and use it for another project. I'm going to go ahead and use it in this project, but what we really are after is that negative piece that is left right here on the foils. We're going to keep that piece, and now we're going to add our peel and stick toner sheet, and we're going to make sure that all the edges are covered with that design. And then we're going to run that one through the laminator in the very same way. And once you run this through the laminator, you're going to see that you're left with the black only showing through where there was no color left on the foil, and the rest of the foil has transferred on to this black toner sheet. It's kind of really hard to show foil on camera, but it's really pretty. Okay, now we're going to put that piece back into the laminator, but we're going to cover it with the pink foil. And you can see we're left with this really pretty double foiled background. We have the blue background with the pink foiled flowers. I really love this method, and I like how this turned out. There is just endless possibilities with color combinations. So now I'm going to use a piece of the turquoise foil with this die cut sentiment from the True Friends Gina K Foil Mates. And again, I cut that out with the Gina K stitched circle dies. I use I believe the middle one on this, and we're going to foil that. Once we have that foiled, you can see this comes out really pretty. I just love this turquoise blue color, especially when you pop it against a white background. Alright, we've got everything we need to put this card together. This is super simple. The first thing we're going to do is use our Thermoweb 3D foam squares to pop up the sentiment on to the blue circle. We're going to set that aside, and we're going to adhere our floral blue foiled piece to the card base using our Thermoweb tape runner. Really simple. Next, we're going to take our satin ribbon and wrap it around the two-toned foil piece and just tie a simple bow. Once you have the bow tied, I like to trim off the edges, and I kind of like to keep my ends just about the same length as the width of the bow loops. So just trim those off. And then we're going to pop this one up, again, using the Thermoweb foam squares. And we're going to pop that right on top of that blue foiled piece. And we're almost finished. Next, I'm going to use the foam squares again and place that circle right on top of the ribbon. And now I'm just taking a piece of gold thread and adding a second bow on top of the white bow, just to give it a little extra something. And there you have it. We've completed the card. I think this turned out really, really fun. I just really am digging that two-toned background. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As stated earlier, all the products used in this video are linked below. They are affiliate links, so I get a little bit of something if you use those links to order your products, but it's at no cost to you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.